What is up, everybody? I'm back. Welcome to another live Pin the Gas podcast on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, right? Or morning, depending on where you're at in the world. Hopefully you guys watched the World Superbike race and the MotoGP sprint race. I haven't watched the World Superbike race yet. Um, I will do that here later on for sure. But you guys know the deal and the routine. This episode is sponsored by Next Level Financial. Take control of your financial future. Get your complimentary financial needs analysis today by Seth Starnes. Trust me, you're going to want to get on that. And Billy, we talk about this all the time, and I tell everybody don't buy that off the rack suit. You need to go to bisontrack.com and get your full custom suit started. I got mine hanging up right here. Got you guys see the chest protector. I got the gloves in the other room. Robert and Tasha are simply amazing people. Their brands are absolutely amazing. Their gloves are listen. When you walk through Moto America paddock, you see many people in bison, and there's a reason for that. Proper mega, nothing but love. Go to bisontrack.com, get it started. It's seamless, it's effortless. You'll have a really good time getting the custom suit done your style, your way. Kangaroo, cowhide, perforated, non-perforated. I actually got the water hump in mine because I like to drink, right? I like a lot of fluids, keep hydrated at all times. But anyway, bisontrack.com, get your suit started today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down with my man, Billy, again. Dude, what is up, Billy? And first and foremost, dude, always thank you so much for all the love and support, dude. It means a lot to me. It really does. More importantly, our friendship, because we built this beautiful friendship, and I absolutely love it. We actually met at Mid Ohio, me, you, and CJ for the first time. It was absolutely awesome. Wish we could have had more time to spend together, to be honest with you. Maybe we talked about it. You could show up to Jersey. I don't know if you thought about it anymore. We could talk about that, but yeah, it'd be looking forward to the next time that me and you actually get together and yeah, get to have some
Yeah,
proper
I
mega chats.
was thinking about Jersey, and I was thinking, man, that's a lot of walking. I wish if I had a what do you call it? If I could bring my pit bike with me, it'd be a no brainer to go. But that's the thing, just logistically getting up there wouldn't be too bad. I was looking at flights. I was like, yeah, flight doesn't look too bad. But I think just getting around. I don't know if anyone seen me there at Coda, but I was kind of struggling with the heat. It was pretty hot. The weekend of Coda for Moto America, I was what do you call it, trying to stay hydrated. The heat gets to me. I'm getting older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. I wish I was I felt young, but not, my body was telling me nope. That ain't gonna happen. That's the thing about it is growing old. You just feel it. Yeah.
I love it. But Jersey's not going to be that hot, right?
Right.
And it's not. And the thing about Jersey though is like it's the track's not like super big, you know. And the paddock and everything's in such a small, tight little area. It's easy, it's accessible to just pretty much walk around
Yeah, and
through the pits and turn
camping
one
there's
and
not
right
too
there.
bad. The facility is
Yeah.
a little bit camping or just RV friendly out there. There's a lot of hookups. There's a lot of places to what do you call it? A lot of bathrooms are accessible there. It's flat. I know that much. Everything's flat there. It's not too bad.
No, it's not. I don't have a pit bike yet, but I will eventually. I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna get a Z125 or a Grom. That's what I'm gonna get.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I walk, but I just mainly stay as soon as you cross the bridge from the bridge
Oh
over
yeah,
to
yeah.
through the whole paddock, you know, because me, I'm running around talking to all my friends, laughing, goofing off, all that good stuff, having fun, right? That's what it's about.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So hopefully I will see you at Jersey. If you need a ride from the airport, you already know what to do. Hit me up, bro. I need a ride. I'll come and get you. No worries.
Uh huh.
So yeah, let's make it happen, Billy. It's the last race of the year, the last
I know,
party, the
and
last
I think
hoorah.
I think Colin's throwing a block party. He's talking about some kind of party out there. So,
Can't
uh,
miss it.
yeah, I know.
Paul Woodward, what is up, my man? Come on, Paul. Tell him he can't miss this. You cannot miss this, bro. Absolutely not. It's the last shindig of the year, man. It's going to be a good one. Proper mega, as it always is, you know. And plus, you get to hang out with me. That's the bonus right there, right? And then,
Right,
of
right.
course, all your other friends, right, in the paddock. I know Mark Sherman and Nick and all of them are going to be there, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. My boy Rossi's gonna be there. My dad's gonna be there.
Yeah, just a bunch of people are going to be there.
Billy's like, okay, let's move on. I'm out of here. Nobody gonna be there. Oh shit, I love it. So listen, let's start this off, man. Last time, we talked about a lot of things last time, but at Mid Ohio, when we finally met, I remember I pulled up, come through the gate. I was like, where do I park? So I go to Will Call, get my tickets. Big shout out to John Ludwig, Bad Boys Racings, for hooking me up for the tickets that weekend in parking. You already know it's nothing but love for you and Ella and Avery. Absolutely. But I pulled up. As soon as they let me in, I took immediate right. So I parked like right there at the top of the hill. Right behind me, obviously there was a hill right there. I forget the turn where
The
you and
keyhole.
CJ. Okay, the keyhole.
Yeah.
So I park, I get out, and I happen to look over, and I was like, right there they are. Like, this is awesome. I seen you, walked up, just stood next to you, and was like, "What's up, dude?"
You,
uh,
you, you know, what was crazy was when CJ and I, what do you call it, walked up that hill. We call it, person that happened to be there, and we didn't, I didn't know who he was until we, what do you call, got up to the top of that hill was Jason Pridmore. And CJ goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go talk to Jason real fast and try and get some, some pointers and some golden nuggets out of this portion of the track or any part of the track." So that was bonus seeing him, and then and then you pulled up. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" That was awesome. Just seeing some super mega stars up on that hill.
oh yeah, Pridmore is absolutely the man, right? Remember growing up watching Pridmore race, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's an absolute legend. He's a super friendly guy too. And those that don't know, him and Greg White do a podcast. You guys should go check it out. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. Look, dude, we got Ryan Rawls in the house. What is up, Ryan? He says,
Mine
I'm pulling up
Rawls.
on the screen. Billy is the man. Absolutely, Billy's the man. And listen, it was an honor, man, to actually finally meet Ryan too. Um, it's always an honor to meet all my
How's it going, Ryan?
friends. Yep, what's going on, bud? Ryan, me and you still got to get together and set up another podcast, brother, man, for sure.
I tell you what, you cannot miss Ryan at Daytona. Going into the dog leg, you're coming up to the what do you call it, dog leg? You pop up out of the bubble. All you see is Ryan right there, cheering everybody on, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to turn. He's done that many times. I've gone through practice and what do you call into the dog leg, and I see Ryan just cheering on everybody and everything. Just gotta tell yourself, don't forget to turn.
I love it, dude. That's awesome. Don't target fixation on
Yeah,
Ryan.
you're right.
Where I'm going, right? Yes, but
Over there
nothing but
waving the Bud
love.
Light.
That's right. Right. That's right. But yeah, listen, everybody, nothing but love to Ryan Rawls. Absolutely amazing. He has a page, Ryan's Road Racing Lounge. I mean, you guys should go check it out if you're not already a member. What are you waiting on? But yeah, so listen, let's talk about Mid Ohio, man. At a
Yeah,
weekend with you and CJ, it was uh Jenny said, damn it, Billy Pedro.
that's
Yeah.
the catch line. It was coined by the late great Kevin Elliott at registration one day. Um, that is a catch line that if anyone worked for CCS and Azra back in the day, that was every time I pulled up, that was a catchphrase. Damn it, Billy Pedro.
I'm gonna start using that. Damn it, Billy. That's the name of this episode. First time I ever named the episode. Damn it, Billy Pedro. That is freaking. That's it. So when this goes out on Spotify, when you guys see it and go to listen, it's the name of the title. Damn it, Billy Pedro. I'm gonna try to write this down with my
Yeah.
left hand. I don't know how well this. You know what? I can't write with my left hand, Billy. Just text it to me so I don't forget.
Okay.
Please.
I'll do
Damn
that.
it, Billy Pedro. I love that. That's freaking awesome. Ryan Ross says good times at Daytona over the years for sure, boys. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to do my best, man. I really want to make it out this year to Daytona for the Moto America race. Never been, and yeah, be proper mega time. But I am going to do, of course, like Road Atlanta again, Mid Ohio,
Yeah.
Jersey, and of course my beloved VIR, which I'm so glad it's back on. But
Well,
we'll
yeah,
get more
that's
into that.
awesome. I saw that
Yeah.
they added VIR for next season. VIR is kind of like a country club. I like that place. The place is it's a good track to be at. And facilities are good too.
You know, it's awesome. I love it. I love that whole place. And big shout out to Matt Chapman, man, Phillip, dude, for the 2024 Junior Cup, man. Absolutely champion, proper mega season.
Yep.
Proud of what you guys accomplished. You absolutely came in and did what you had to do, and freaking let's go, baby. I was so ecstatic and over the wall. They are such great people. Him and his dad and the whole team are simply amazing.
Great,
man. I love seeing them. I can't wait to go to Jersey and see them, and it's nothing but hugs and smiles and yeah, good times, man. So, but anyway, congratulations, Matt. You're an absolute legend, bro. And again, in the Twins Cup, got two fourths, if I'm not mistaken. First time out, yeah, it was look, congratulations, man, for real. It's freaking awesome, dude. It really is. But yeah, man. So you and CJ were there at Mid Ohio, man, and right. It was my first time there. The only thing I did not like about Mid Ohio is the way they had the pits gated.
Yeah, they had that separation. You had like it was kind of weird because you had like the Junior Cup and Hooligans, and also the Twins on one side. Then you had everybody else like Super Sport, Superbike. The baggers were all on the lower end. We were on the top end, and it's kind of weird going between the gates. Yeah, I feel you there. It was pretty weird, and to get around, it was like almost like a slope, trying to go up and down. So that was a little bit of a challenge. If you had to go get tires, or you had to go to tech, anywhere down in the lower part of the two gates, it was a for me it was a challenge and everything. If you didn't have like a pit bike or a means to get around, you were walking up and down between the two gates. Oh yeah, that's right.
I got my miles in that weekend. Hot damn it, for sure, right? But nothing beats Atlanta, bro. That hill, Atlanta,
oh my
brutal,
God,
son.
Yeah, that's a crazy hill. In fact, Ryan Rawls and I have a story about that hill on my golf cart.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh, so I had to go get a sticker from a golf cart, and I saw Ryan walking. I go, hey, you want to ride to registration? I got to go get a sticker from my golf cart so I can go in and out of the place. It was yeah. So we're going down that hill, and I was covering the brakes, and Ryan goes, "You got it, right?" Yeah, I got it. And all of a sudden, it started catching momentum, and we're going fast. And Ryan's holding on for dear life. I'm holding for dear life, and I'm like, I hope the brakes are great because I'm hitting the brakes, and we're like just fishtailing. And you got it, I got it. I was like, don't worry. So I got it slowed down. We get to the bottom of the hill. I'm like, oh my God, that was a wild ride. And then we had some problems going up the hill because it was sucking a lot of juice on the golf cart because it's electric. And then by the time we got to the top of the hill, getting back to the paddock, it was I had to recharge the thing. I thought we had to push it back, but I thought we were gonna flip going down the hill on that thing, the registration, just to go get a little sticker for it.
Listen, people, if you haven't been, it's a hill.
Yeah,
it's a no joke of a hill, and there's two ways. You can go straight down the real steep one, but if you go to the left, it's more of a linear one, but it's still a hill, right? And
we went down that steep hill, and it's no joke of a hill. That's what I call Road Atlanta too. If you ever check out the whole track, if you ever walk the track, it's very hilly and everything, especially coming up to the last corner, because you come through that little like people call it a tunnel, I call it the little bridge you come pop out of, and you go down the hill, and then they call it the skid pad on the bottom, because you don't really see a straight curvature. You just see like one big pad, and you make that last corner.
Yeah, it's a beautiful track. I love that in Wisconsin. Road America and Road Atlanta. They're
the National Park of Speed is what they call it.
It's they remind me of, they're similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Both those tracks, absolutely beautiful places to go. But yeah, hopefully I'll have my a pit bike next year because damn it, when I come down that hill, I'm staying down there until I come back up, and I ain't coming back down. I got tired of walking up and down that bad boy, especially when we had to push that generator up it.
Oh
Me
God.
and Dave and Daniel Shoemake, man. Yeah, we had to borrow the generator from Rodney Vest. Big shout out to Rodney Vest. And I was thinking to myself, Dave Wolf, Ryan's dad, right? He's like, "Will you help us go get this generator?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." I was thinking it was just, normal size generator because it's a hell of a hill. Yeah, let's
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
it is. It's
Nah,
killer.
bro, it's a freaking 9,500 generator. It's freaking huge, bro. So when we're on the back of this scooter, right? He gets on the back, he puts his hand on it. I go, "Are you ready? Let's go up this hill." I starts to go up the hill, goes maybe 4 feet, and it's like, "Brr." I'm like, "Yeah, this ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah, I
work."
know how that feels. Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up having to
Yeah.
I'm out of
So
breath just talking about it, man. Hawking that big ass thing up that hill. Yeah, but we did it because we're Spartans, right? Yeah, that's what we
right.
do. It was fun. We still talk about that to this day. He'll text me and be like, "Bro, I got a generator. We got to move this weekend." I'm like, "Dude, let's do it. I'm looking forward to it." It's good stuff, man. Good
Yeah.
stuff. So again, mid Ohio. I mean, you
Yeah.
always get back off track, but that's okay, man. You was there supporting CJ. CJ
Right.
was in the super hooligan class, and yeah. So tell us about your weekend, man. How'd that go?
Yeah. So we got there early that morning. Actually, that was an interesting drive through Ohio. We went before I talk about when we get there. I got to talk about this drive. The drive was insane because we drove straight through. We left Florida. We started from Vero Beach, Florida. Drove straight through, and when I say we, I mean CJ. He drove. I kind of like sat back. I was like, because I was working that morning on my laptop, and then I was like, hey, when you get tired, let me know. But he actually drove all the way through. About, I would say, about 20 miles before we get to the track. We see this guy, and we're off on the side of the road, um, paralleling the tollway, trying to miss some tolls, just to save a little bit of money. And this guy is like, I don't know, just going up the road with this tricycle. And it was weird. This was like 2, 3 in the morning. And I was like, what is this guy doing? So about a mile up the road after we pass this guy, there's a Happy Meal, McDonald's Happy Meal in the middle of the road. And I was trying to put two and two together. I was like, you drop his Happy Meal and he's going back for his Happy Meal. Because I go, CJ, whatever you do not stop. Just keep on going to the track. So we get to the track. We tell them, we're here for the Motor America race. We film our credentials and everything. And then they tell us, okay, you guys are going to be staging it over here. So we go to that place that we're staging, and we find a spot. We park next to all these big semi trucks. We sleep for like maybe a few hours, like maybe 3, 4 hours. Get up. We see this huge, massive, two massive, what do you call it, semi truck parked next to each other on either side. And I'm like, holy cow! It's like, I guess the bigger teams are here. So move in the next day, get set up for they have a track day before they do the warm up and the practice in Q1. So the first day was Thursday, the what do you call the practice day or the track day, and man, that was I remember that morning was cold, and it looked damp, and then we got the bike ready, and I told CJ, hey, take it easy out there. I'm not sure if there's doesn't look like there's grip out there. Sure enough, he went out there, not even a lap, no grip. Went down in turn 5, and took me basically the whole day to put his bike back together. So I was like, you know what, tomorrow we'll set up for what do you call warm up and practice and then Q1, and then hopefully what do you call you have a better outing at that time. So the next day comes. Um, Actually, the one thing I did want to talk about was that night, and it was kind of like we should just relax. And he goes, yeah, why don't we watch a movie? I'm like, okay, what do you want to watch? And I go, no, we can't watch that movie. I've heard so much bad things about that movie. It wasn't a really good movie. It's that one movie that it's a fictitious movie. It was called, what was it called? One Fast Move.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, and I was like watching that movie. I was like, that's a misconception of our sport that you could, you know, run an SV, be in a lightweight class, move up to your second race to what do you call middleweight class, and thinking about making six. What do you call it?
Figures. Yeah.
I'm like, that is a misconception of our sport. It doesn't work that way. And everything. And it's like I don't know why we were watching, but it was we watched it. And then the next day comes, and they go. And I was kind of just joking around with CJ. Did you really make that six figure? And we're like laughing. So we go out, warm up, and then practice. Practice was okay. Um, we're trying to figure out. Okay, we need to find more grip out there. Because when we went to qualifying, we went out there qualify. We did the best we could. What we the setup that we had, and it wasn't enough to make it in the show, unfortunately. And so it basically cut our weekend pretty short. Not making it into the race one. There was two races, race one and two. So we told ourselves that let's just gather things, gather the data that we have for this weekend, and then maybe the next time we come up here we can do better, and let's just prepare for the next race, which was going to be Coda. So that's what we did. We packed up on Saturday, and I flew back to Texas, and we're already thinking about Coda on the way back. He went back to Florida, and I went back to Texas, Houston, and everything, and we're just already talking about Coda. So that's how our Mid Ohio what do you call round went. We went there with great expectations, just it didn't fall through. I just thought that track, even with that track day, we couldn't find grip that day, and even the next day it was hard to find grip in that track. I know people were talking about that track, but from our experience, we couldn't find that combination of grip. And that was the one thing. That was the one big takeaway that, like, it was a track that was if you found grip, it was awesome. If you couldn't, you're struggling the whole day, and that's what we had. Just trying to find grip throughout that whole track and weekend. But yeah, that's how Mid Ohio went.
How did it's I heard mixed emotions and feelings about that track as well. Mid Ohio. It was a beautiful track. First time there. It's nice. I like the layout. It's
Yeah,
not too big, right? To
right.
where
It's a good technical track.
yeah, it's a good technical track.
Yeah. So I,
So,
I thought that was one advantage with CJ's skill and talent, that it was a technical track, because there was bikes out there that had more horsepower than we did, but I figured with it being technical, we can maybe keep up with some of the what we call bikes that are out there. CJ being on an SV 1000.
oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%. And it was, dude, it was awesome the time that we did get to spend together, me, you, and CJ.
Yes,
'Cause it was my first time
yes,
meeting CJ too. I actually got the shirt hung up backwards, right
yeah.
there,
I see. Yeah, I see.
yeah, right there it is.
Extra large.
Yep. Yeah, it's good times, man. That whole
Yeah, it
weekend.
was. It was great meeting you there, and also Rob Lockheed just got off a plane from Portugal. He was over the pond, and I asked him, I was like, "Dude, aren't you like tired?" He goes, "No, I gained a day. Going there, you feel tired because you get jet lag because you lose a day, but coming back, you gain a day." I was like, "Oh, okay." But it was great to see Rob there, and because he was out there helping Chris Clark. Um, awesome guy. That's one of the big reasons I like his company, because he's always there supporting racers and riders, no matter where they are.
Nothing but love for Bison, man. I tell
Yeah,
everybody all the time, bro. Billy, yes, all the time. Damn it, Billy.
Damn it.
All the time, man. Bison, dude, straight up. Again,
Yep.
people, bisontrack.com. I don't know what you're waiting on. Simply amazing people, simply the best products, and they take care of everybody. They're always there all
Mhm.
the time. So yeah, absolutely. So Daytona, you guys didn't do Daytona, did you? I mean Daytona, Texas Coda.
Coda, yeah, Coda. We were actually all geared up to go to Coda. It's just at the last minute. What do you call it? CJ had some financials that he had to take care of. That was more important than going out to Coda. You have to take care of your finances prior to going out to a venue, any venue. You have to make sure that any financial obligations that you have, you know. So that was a big challenge. So I told him, what, I only live like 2 hours away. I'll just go out there and just collect data. So I got to talk to a lot of people in the hooligan class. I got to reconnect with August. I've known her for a couple years. And then I wanted to go to talk to Cole King because he was racing the same what do you call bike that
The Triumph.
right, the
Yep.
Triumph bike that um, CJ is thinking about going to for next year is the Triumph. So got some information from him, got to see the bike on the track and all the other and also watching Corey West take that championship. I was sitting on turn 11 right by the back straightaway, looking at watching the race from there, and then listening to the announcers and you know it was great being in different parts of the track watching uh, the race. I was over at turn 3 and turn 11 for race 1 and 2 for the hooligan class. Just watching everyone. So it was good just to be out there, but the heat was, oh my god. I think the second day the heat was really getting to me. The third day I was like, oh, I'll just stay up until the Twins race, and then I'll call it a day, and then I'll watch the race on what do you call Moto America Live Plus when I get home. I couldn't stay to the end. The heat was just getting to me, but it was great to see a lot of people there. I got to reconnect with Sean and Varsky when I was there. Got to see him in both the twin races, and then Rodney Vest was out there. Real good guy. He's actually raced with me in a few we call endurance races in the past. So it was great to see some people out there. Alex Enriquez, who was out there for Red Bull Rickies Club in the 2023 season. It was good to see him. What do you call it, for the first time face to face. And his
I want
dad
to get him on my podcast.
and his grandma. Oh, his grandma's a riot. She came out the Bison's what do you call we call setup, and she's a riot. Alex's grandma, she, she's a funny Filipino lady, and she reminds me of my mom or my grandma. I was like, man, I
I
felt
love
a
it.
little homesick just talking to her. She's a really nice lady to talk to.
Oh, for sure. I bet. Born Racers, he was on that TV
Yes,
series too. It was I love that series. That's
and I
one of
was
the
cheering
best.
for him.
Yeah.
That to see any American, let alone a Filipino American out there, I was like, oh my god, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I would love to chat with him, man. So I need to
Really good kid.
yeah.
I had a small chat with him and his dad in the Bison camp. Very enjoyable people to talk to.
Yeah. He's got a future ahead of him for
Yes,
sure.
he
So
does.
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, it's I love our beautiful circus. I love it. It's the
Yeah,
greatest thing in the it's the greatest show on earth, right? We got the best,
right.
even our clowns are the best. I mean, I wouldn't replace none of them. They're all absolutely I love every single one of them. And I'm a clown too. I'm one of them. So it's yeah, man. I love it. Nothing but love for everybody out there for sure.
For
Moto
sure.
America. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, man. So what's the deal? You and CJ doing Daytona next year in March?
Yes, that is planned. We are doing a lot of what do you call um, off-season planning. It's not too logistically. The first two races for hooligan class next year are Daytona and Road Atlanta. Those are two racetracks that are pretty close to CJ because he lives in Florida. And for me, either I fly or drive. I prefer flying, but driving is just 2 3 hours. I can probably pull it off, but trying to drive from Houston to Daytona or Atlanta, um, I would need somebody to come help me drive. So if anybody want to jump in my van, help me drive, that'd be great. Because if I do, I'll probably pull my. I got a small travel trailer that I usually bring with me. You know, it's got everything like AC, a bed in there, refrigerator, satellite. If I want to watch satellite TV, so it's pretty neat. I call it the shanty. I actually bought it at That's the thing. I went to Wisconsin what was it back in 20 I got it back in 2021. Yeah. and and I flew up there, and I was there for a Motor America weekend, actually Twins Cup, uh, and I was on Facebook Marketplace, and my buddy Joe Tishy, he lives out there, and I was like, hey, I wonder what's out on Marketplace. And I was just looking, and then all of a sudden they show this little, they call it the Shanty Ice House, and they use it for ice fishing. And I go, I wonder if I can talk this guy down. He wanted $600. I actually talked him down to 300 for it. So I bought it for $300. Pulled it to Joe's place. He put a new floor in there and a window, and I painted the sides, repainted the sides white, because all it was just bare, what do you call it, plywood, and just fixed it up. And then, well, I guess I'll fly back home and then jump in the truck and come get it. So that's what I did after that weekend, and drove and got it. But yeah, so we're planning for Daytona to hopefully get another bike for hooligan class. Hopefully, it'll be the Triumph, is what CJ's thinking about. If we can after what do you call everything's settled down for this year, we can pull something off like that. So he's looking for another round or another year in the hooligan class. So I'll probably be helping him out next year. So that's what we're looking at right now is Daytona and Atlanta, just because of those are two tracks that are close to where he lives, and they're out there in Florida. That's the plan right now.
I love it, man. It's because I plan on coming to Daytona. I mean, you already had this conversation, so
Yeah.
I'm absolutely on the agenda, and I'm definitely going to be at Atlanta too. So yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be, and VIR. Yes, can't wait for that one
VIR,
as
yeah.
well. Right? It's man, I'm so glad it's back on the schedule, and I hope it stays on there for a long time in the future because it's everybody loves it. The fans love it. It's
Yeah,
great layout. But one question I did have, Billy, is like I noticed that when I go to MotoGP at Coda, it's not like
hmm
a Moto America race where even fans get to ride around on their little pit bikes and all that stuff too, right?
right.
It's but when Moto America goes there solo, can you ride around like fans show up too, like me if I showed
Well,
up?
right in the pits, because you have to have that the sticker, the Motor America pit sticker. But you
Yeah.
can ride around the facility, like you would have to just park your pit bike outside the pit, but and walk into the pits. But you can ride your little pit bike to like the other where the vendors are. Go through tunnel 1 and 2. You just have to sign a speed waiver to get through the tunnels and everything. And then to go to the other parts of the track where they have the roads. They have these roads that go around the whole track, and it'll take you to the RV camping spots
Mm-hmm.
or over on the front side of the track. It's just to take your pit bike into the pit area. You have to have that Motor America sticker. Uh,
Yeah.
they'll stop you. Um, that's what I noticed when I was there this past Motor America Coda weekend, and yeah, that's the only thing. But you know what? what I did see at Mid Ohio, I don't know if you saw noticed that a lot of people were riding scooters and everything. It would be really neat if you could rent one of those scooters, like you see in most towns, where you go on an app and rent out a scooter and everything. That would be neat to see too. Is if you could rent like a scooter at some of these venues where where they say, hey, you can ride these scooters just to get around, because there's people like me, I'm old, just to get around. I was thinking, Go Tracks is one of those brands of scooters. I wonder if you can bring them on a plane, and then then take it to a Moto America weekend and just ride those scooters. Even at Daytona this year, when I went to Daytona, I did see a lot of people on scooters, electric scooters. That'd be an idea to rent out scooters, because I know at Mid Ohio they rent out what do you call golf carts, and I saw how much they were renting the golf cart. Like,
Yeah, $400. I was like, dude, get out of here!
I
Highway
brought a go
robbery.
kart. I mean, go. What do you call? I do have a golf cart. It's actually parked in one of my storages in Georgia. I need to go there and bring it to CJ's place. CJ, we need to go to Atlanta and go pick up my golf cart and bring it to your place,
That's right.
so
That's
we can
right.
use it for the season.
Yeah, no shit, dude. You're
Yeah.
right, man. It's. I would love to be able to. Yeah, I know because it's $50 for that sticker to be able to ride your bike
Hmm.
around. I know because I painted at Wisconsin.
Hmm.
Um, Otherwise, dude, you're just stuck walking, dude. And I agree with the idea of a little scooter, man. Maybe something I need to check into is get me a little battery
Yeah.
powered scooter.
Yeah.
But how? But as big as the tracks are, I mean, how long would that thing really last, right? I
I
guess I'd
know
rather
like the
snipe it
basic,
from.
the basic go tracks. They're good for like 15 miles and everything. So on one charge. The one I rode at Mid Ohio, courtesy of Mark Merkel. Um, Thanks for helping me out for a little bit. I got to ride it like for a day and everything. And it actually has a lot of torque, man. When you get on that thing goes. It lasted the whole day. When I looked at the charge, it was up to, it showed like 4 bars, and I only got it to 3 bars. It stayed at 3 bars most of the day. But I don't think I went 15, or I don't think I even went 2-3 miles with that the whole day, because all I was doing was going from one paddock to the other paddock. Between those two gates you were talking about, that's all
Mm,
I was doing, just going back and forth, and maybe to the restrooms further down where the showers were, and that was about it. I didn't put, like, I would say I probably maybe put 2-3 miles on that thing, distant wise. Um, so I was thinking, it's like, this would be good just to get, like, from A to B and back, not carrying anything, if you're not, pulling a generator or a cart or doing wheels or anything like that. It'd just be good just to, like, if you had to go down to tech to pick up like a sheet or something like that, or maybe even to the vendors to pick up lunch or something like that.
yeah, just to ride around on. That's exactly. Yeah. How much is one of those?
I looked into it. There's a place called Academy. It's a sports store down here in Texas. They also have
Mm-hmm.
them in Florida, and I've seen them on the East Coast a little bit. Just for your basic Go track, it was like about $300-400, depending which model. But I think the basic one's like about $300. No
I mean,
thrills,
that's not bad though. I mean, 400 or 500 bucks for something
Yeah.
that'll get you around all day. It'd be perfect for VIR too, right?
Hmm. And then the
Oh,
higher ones, like closer to a grand, like $1,000 for the higher end ones. I And then, like, of course, the middle of the road ones are about $600, $599. There's like different tiers of Go tracks.
is that the brand Go Tracks?
Yeah, I looked it up because it was the one I used from Mark Merkel. I was like, what brand is this? I was like, I gotta look it up when I get home, and that's what I did on the way back at the plane trip home. I was like looking it up. I was like, I could buy one. If I gotta look into it more to see if I can actually bring it on a plane. It'd be great if I could bring it on a plane. I might bring it.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't. Just put it
Yeah.
in a big old bag.
Well,
I
I,
don't
I
know.
think the one thing is because it's got lithium battery.
Batteries,
I
yeah.
gotta see what the restriction is, because I know they were back in the past. If you remember those hoverboards, they were I I think they might have put a ban on some of those hoverboards because they were catching on fire in the cargo hold of some of the planes. I don't know if you heard about that. And then
I
they're
did.
sort of banning them and everything. And I work in aviation, and I
Yeah.
know they're very what do you call sticklers on what they put in the cargo holds, especially those hoverboards.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. It's a safety issue for
right. I
sure.
got I got to
100%.
look into it and to see if I could bring a. But unless anybody knows, if you can bring a electric scooter on a plane, let me know. I would
Yeah,
like to.
yeah, for sure. You'll have to text me that info because I want to look into them too
Yeah,
myself.
I'll look into it too.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
still want to get a Grom or a Z though too for sure. But yeah,
yeah,
it'd be simpler and easier to carry one of those. I could throw the little scooter in the back of my car, like when I
right.
go to, for example, Jersey, and just take it out my trunk, fucking unfold the thing, and let's go.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Zoom, zoom.
I got I speaking of Coda, I did bring my pit bikes out to Coda. I've got two what do you call it RT 100 two strokers. They're like little 100 cc two strokers, and they're great just to get around Coda. Um, that's what I used to get around. I was like, just to get from the parking lot to like different places of the track to go watch some of the races. It was a lifesaver for me. But I kind of did wish when I was in the paddock because yeah, I mean, we had to walk around the paddock. Um, couldn't bring my pit bikes just because I didn't have my sticker. I left it in CJ's what do you call our paddock stickers. I left it in CJ's what do you call trailer, and I forgot to bring it with me and everything. But wasn't too bad walking around the paddock at Coda. Just the heat. I had to go find shade, and I did find some shaded areas, like where the food vendor. There was an area where you could sit down, and there was shade, and they actually had fans there blowing on you, but it was like warm air and everything. But at least the food vendors there had there was water and food there just to get refreshments and take a break from walking.
Oh, for
And then,
sure. I
yeah,
always love going to Coda. It's a proper place. It's the
yes, it is.
only
Yeah.
proper. I don't want to say none of our other racetracks, but it's the most legit world championship level racetrack we
Right,
have
you
in
got
America.
yeah, because you got MotoGP going there and F1 going there,
Yeah, I
so it's a
mean,
legit,
it's legit.
international track.
We
The
need another one.
yeah, well, they had Indy and Laguna Seca, at one
Yeah, but we
time.
don't have those no more. We need
So
another proper one like Coda somewhere else, like on
yeah,
the East Coast, that MotoGP will come back to 2 races a year because it's huge
mhm.
in the American market, right? And then also, we need World Superbike back,
Oh
people,
God, yeah.
right?
When
We
World
need World
Superbike was
Superbike to come back,
when
man.
they were going to Laguna Seca and it was Moto America or even back in the old AMA days, it was awesome. Having World Superbike and Moto America there at Laguna Seca. That's another hilly, what do you call it, track? You got to hike, especially going up to the corkscrew. I don't know if you ever been there, but
I have.
like hiking up to the corkscrew is no joke from the pit. And that is not a, yeah, you do need a, what do you call, some kind of pit bike or use the
Yeah,
tram. They got a good tram system there.
yeah,
Just like Coda.
yeah.
Coda has a good tram system.
They
But
do.
that's another thing too. Getting around Coda. I don't know if you ever been around the track with that road that takes you around the different. They need to fix that road. I was in
You're
my
talking
van.
about that? That's the same road where the corner marshal workers stand and the
Mhm.
camera guys are. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They gotta fix that road. That road is
yeah.
kind of bumpy.
It is bumpy as shit, dude.
Yeah,
I actually
it
got a
is.
video on my phone of doing that. I had the honor of taking a ride in it and seeing during the Moto 3 qualifying. It was fucking
Uh-huh.
fantastic. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
well, but when Moto GP's there, it's nowhere near as relaxed as
yeah.
when Moto America's there.
I
It's
I wouldn't know where they would put like a East Coast track. Which state you think you would think they would put one?
hopefully in Virginia, man. What kind of question is that? You already know. I thought Virginia, baby. Let's go. We got the natural hills and the Blue Ridge Mountains, dude. We have
True,
proper
true.
mega track for sure. Yeah, but somewhere, yeah. Bob Dunn, you are the man, dude. Appreciate all your love and support for sure, Bob. He says,
Oh
"Yo,
yeah.
Billy, zoom, zoom." My
Love Bob Spears for
Z125
that.
is a lifesaver for the hills at Atlanta and Barber. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I want to get one. I want to get a Z125. Never been to Barber, but that's on my agenda next year because I looked it up. It's only
Oh, you're
seven
gonna need a pit
hours.
bike for Barber.
Yeah, it's
Barber
only
has these
7 hours.
tiers and terraces that, oh my God, if you don't have a pit bike, you'll be working out your calves big time. But the facilities are really great. The showers, they've got each terrace has a shower, restroom. Um, that- Barber has it's a really good um, track and facility to stay at. The track's very picturesque. I've been on a track. Um, you see like the really nice museum and some of the what do you call it, like the spider and like some other things off the track. Um, it's not a really fast track, like no long straightaways like like Daytona or even what do you call it, Coda. You got long straightaways, but there at what I call Barber, it's very technical and really smooth flowing track for sure.
I can't wait to go. I
Mhm.
can't wait to go to Barber, man. It's not that far. 7 hours. That's what Mid Ohio was like 6 hours and like 30 or 40 minutes. But by the time I stopped and got gas and peed and grabbed a bite to eat, man, you might as well tack on another hour, right? At least. So
Yeah.
same thing, the Heron compound. It's like 7 hours. Road Atlanta, 6 hours. Mid Ohio's about 7 hours. New Jersey, 6 hours. So yeah, there's a lot of tracks. I didn't even count the ones in North Carolina or the one in West Virginia, right? It's like 4 hours away. So there's a lot of racetracks near me. That's feasible to get to and it don't really take a long time. I mean, 7 hours in a car, you just tell that to some people, they're like, 7 hours? Really? I'm like, bro, that ain't shit. Because you get ready to go hang out with your friends and have the best freaking weekend. What are you kidding?
Hmm.
It ain't nothing. Plus, again, I just on some audio books or some podcast, and next thing I know, I'm there. Right? Be like, okay, I'll start off with, say, a 3.5 hour podcast. I'm like, once this is done, shit, I'm halfway into my drive.
Yeah.
Right? And then listen, start an audio book, and boom, there you
Hmm.
go. Done. Drive done. Complete. Mission complete. Yeah, dude, I do. It's a lifesaver. Everybody needs to get a pit bike or some type of e-scooter or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you want to spend $400. Think about this, people. You'll spend $400. Listen to me one more time. You'll spend $400 on a rental golf cart. Okay. You can take that $400 and go buy you an electric scooter and ride around all weekend. And you take it home. You can ride it at home, right? So
Right.
yeah.
Not only that, it's $400 plus a deposit.
Yeah.
I
There
don't know
you
what
go.
the deposit is, but I heard it was kind of steep.
Yeah, okay. Dude. So basically you're buying a golf cart. Uh, basically what you're doing, painful for oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, Billy, dude, absolutely. I love having these chats with you, man. It's always a good time, man. It really is. Dude, I'm excited. 2025
Same
full
here.
season the Super Hooligan. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
It was an honor to meet CJ too. I know I said it already, but I love meeting all my friends that I haven't met before. Feeling the energy and the love, and it's absolutely amazing. Um, and I know you guys are looking for 2025, which I am too. You know, I'm a huge supporter, and yeah, let's fucking go. Right? As I say all the time, let's go. Um, so let me ask you this, man. What you doing the rest of the weekend, bro?
Rest of the weekend, man. It's funny because I was looking at the weather. I was like, man, it would be a good time to go out to Galveston and just go hang out. Galveston's about 45 minutes, depending on traffic, it might be an hour. It's like Gulf of Mexico, so at least I was born and raised in Hawaii, so I gotta go see the ocean once in a while. So I thought about maybe grabbing the dog and let's go check out Galveston for the weekend. Because I was supposed to go to a friend's house this weekend. We were supposed to celebrate my cousin's birthday. Um, he had passed last year, and the 16th was his birthday. It was like the day after Coda, and we were gonna celebrate it up where my friend's We all, it's hard to get people all together. So we're gonna try and do it next Saturday. So I'm kind of like, okay, what we're gonna do today. So I was thinking about maybe going out to Galveston just to hang out. There's a boardwalk out there. Some not casinos, but they got like game rooms out there and everything. Bring the dog. That's the one thing I do like about Texas. The beaches here, you can bring your dogs to the beach and stuff. When I was living in Georgia, they went to pet. I had to go to South Carolina to go bring like Hilton Head. I brought my dog out to Hilton Head because they allow dogs on the beach there, but it was kind of weird about Georgia. They didn't let dogs too much out at the beach, which is there. Florida wasn't too bad. At least they let what do you call dogs at the beach, so it wasn't as restrictive as Georgia. I don't know what's going on with Georgia, but yeah, when I go out, I take my dog with me. In fact, I think he's behind me somewhere.
No, I seen his head bobbing and weaving over there the whole time. Of course, my baby girl's always in here with me too. Let me see right there. She is laying down.
Ratchet, Ratchet, come. Yeah, there he is.
Yep, there he is.
There he is.
I know. I can't wait to meet Ratchet in person.
Yeah, actually, people that's met my dog Ratchet, he's got a nickname. Everybody calls him the 50-50 dog because either he likes you or he does not like you.
It's okay. It's okay. No
He's
worries,
50-50.
right? Dude, real quick, dude, that offer, dude, I would love to actually. I was thinking about it as you was telling it, man.
Mm-hmm.
One day I would love to. Yeah, I'd fly out there to Texas, and you could drive to Florida together to Winnebago. I'd hope you do that. That'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a nice, cool ass road trip, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm in now. I don't know if you can see the front of
I can see it. Yeah,
my RV. Yeah, I got a Class A RV. It's got a V10 motor in it, and 32 footer. That I'm living in an RV park. I love living in an RV because you just get up and go whenever you want and everything. And then I also have, like I said, a little travel trailer. What it is, it used to be a pop up, and the guy that had it in Wisconsin made it into an ice fishing house. So what he did was he popped it all plywood walls, so it stays up all the time and everything. So I got that, and then I got my van, and I got a couple cars, two Volkswagens. So, they're Beetles. One's a 1973, 1971, and the other one's a 2013 Beetle. So I like going to bug-ins. I post a lot of stuff on Facebook of VW bugs, like the classic ones, the Type 1s.
yep. I was a fan. I always wanted one, a 68 or 67.
I wanted one in high school because most of my friends had one in high school. So when I had an opportunity, when I used to live in Dallas, I had an opportunity to buy one. So I got this 1971 Volkswagen Bug from a good friend of mine. And man, I've had it ever since 2009 and everything. And then the 2013, that was given to me, actually. Brother-in-law passed away, and I end up inheriting it and everything. So that one has a weird engine. It's got a 2.5 inline 5. So 5-cylinder, 2.5 inline 5.
Got a Honda V5 motor in it. Dude, how do you carry all that shit in that Winnebago, man? How's this happen?
So someone told me, you move all your so this is what I do. So the RV can at least pull one, and then I usually pull one of the bugs, and then if I got to go somewhere, and then the van can pull the other vehicle. But what I normally do, like if I gotta, let's just say when I moved from Dallas, actually when I moved from Florida, I used to Nintendo. So how I got everything here was I staged things. So the RV pulled one of the vehicles. Like I pulled my bug with the RV, and then I had a Ram 1500 truck at the time before I got the van, and that's what pulled the other vehicle, the other bug. And then I go back and go get the what do you call? I go back to where I was in Orlando with the truck and pulled the we call it the travel trailer. But I usually stage it at a like I left the truck at the airports when I got the next thing I was going to pull. So that's what I do. I just stage things at airports or places where I can fly into and go get it. That's
I love you, Billy. That's freaking awesome, dude. He's like, Billy's got shit everywhere. He's like, yeah, you got to stage it. It's
well, and I used to do that with my bikes too. When I was racing Azure CCS on the East Coast, I leave the bike in a storage in Georgia, and then because sometimes the races would be close to like Roebling Road or some other like VIR or some track that was like kind of near there, and I go pick up the bike in that storage, and then go to the next track. And if I had to work on the bike, I bring it to where I was at the time. I've actually had bikes at like um, campsites near VIR or what do you call one time at Road Atlanta or even at Road America, just working on the thing before the race weekend. And that was the thing. I used to just live off the road and everything, and just stay at certain campsites or people's what do you call driveways.
well, listen, you ever make your way here to Virginia, bro? You're more than welcome. I bought the lot right next to me, so somebody can't build their house on it. So you're more welcome to park it there or the driveway or wherever. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that all started when what do you call when I used to race CCS Southwest. I was living in Prescott, Arizona, which is about an hour away from Phoenix. So all the tracks were down there in Phoenix. And if you remember Firebird from your Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
days, so I remember when I first started racing, we would have to like in case you had to work on your bike because we couldn't get into the venue until like Saturday morning. So we would stay at a hotel. We would either work on the bike at the hotel's parking lot, or if it was raining, we'd drag it into the actual hotel on the bottom floor and work on it. I remember just working on, like adjusting my valves on a second generation GSXR. Um, hey, Chris,
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, bro? That's
and
my buddy Chris, all the way from the UK.
and just be working on an engine and hotel room. We would like fold up the beds, push them on against the wall, and drag the bike in and work on the engine or whatever we had to work on. I really don't miss those days. Even though it was an air conditioned room and everything, was pretty cool. And that's how we got into just traveling and working on the road. Was my early days at CCS Southwest, and we had to we couldn't get into the venue until Saturday morning. So if we had to work on the bike, we worked on it in the hotel that we're at, or someone's what do you call front what do you call driveway. Like someone's like, yeah, come over, you can park your stuff in front of the driveway and work on your stuff there and everything.
I love it, dude. It's awesome and great memories and great times, right? Absolutely. It's yeah. Put your bike in the hotel room. Let's get it done.
And I know a bunch of people have done that
Oh,
in the past.
100%. 100%, dude. Yeah, absolutely. It's come in, change your oil everywhere, radiator fluid, leave the hotel, they come back in, they're like,
You're rebuilding your forts in the sink.
yeah, they're like, dude, this place stinks. Like, you're not gonna get that smell out easily. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking awesome, man. Absolutely, man. So how long have you had your dog, and what's your dog's name again?
I've had Ratchet since
Ratchet. That's it.
yeah 2014
That's it.
is
Ratchet.
when I got him, and it was a funny story how I got him. My dad has a farm in Hawaii, and I was on Marketplace looking up. No, it was Marketplace. I typed in farm equipment, and I was just looking at it, like, like tillers and stuff like that, and I saw this ad that said found dog um, at farm equipment, near farm equipment, needs home. So I looked at it and I was like, oh wow, it's a pretty cute dog and everything, and I didn't even know what it was at the time. And what he is he's a blue healer, is what he is. And I didn't know nothing about the breed when I got him. It looked like I went to go check him out, and he was like, "Yeah, he's just a farm dog." Is what the guy told me, and he told me, "Yeah, my kids found him near this farm equipment, took him home. I got him his shots. He was only 6 weeks old when I got him. Little guy when I got him, this small little guy when I got him. But yeah, his original name was Zorro, and the reason why his name was Zorro because um, I guess when they first got him, he scratched one of the kids and left a Z. It's like a real surface scratch on the arm, and it was a Z, and that's why they named him Zorro. And then, well, I was like, he's not a Zorro. So he was in the garage, and I was working on one of my SVs, and I looked at him. I go, "Hey, pass me that ratchet, ratchet." So that's how he got his name. I was working on the bike. He was in the garage, and I just told him to pass me a ratchet, and his name became Ratchet.
I love it, dude. I love it. It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank, the video game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of people thought I named him after the video game character Ratchet. I go, no, if I did, I would have had another dog named Crank.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Crank.
Right. Ratchet and Crank. Yeah, it's awesome. It's funny because we adopted our dog too, not from place. It was my wife's her side of the family. I would get confused with all the marriages and blah. Anyway, her side of the family. I've known Charlie because that's where we stayed at when we went down there. So it was 4 or 5 times we've been down there. So I've known Charlie, for a couple of years, but by then anyway. And one day we're getting ready to leave Billy. It's Sunday, and out of the nowhere they're like, "Yeah, we've been thinking about getting rid of Charlie. We just getting ready to have back problems, and how he's getting ready to have knee surgery." And they kept her in like this little crate, and they just didn't really have time for it, right? And at that time, I lost actually both my dogs, and it had been, I don't know, maybe 6 months, 8 months, something like that since I lost both of mine, and I always wanted another one, and I was like, you know what, like both my previous dogs, I was like, I always let them pick me out, right? So I was like, it's not up to me. It's up to Charlie. Yes, I would absolutely love to take her. So I said, what I'm gonna do is I went outside, open up the trunk because in my SUV, the back of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, I'm opening the front door and I'm gonna say, you want to go home with me or you want to stay here? If she runs outside, get in the car, I'll take her home. If not, then we ain't gonna take her home. So of course you guys just seen her, and many times you've seen her. She
Yeah,
obviously beelined it straight to the car, and yeah,
nice.
been kicking it ever since. And I'm not sure how old she was when we got her, but she's up there in age right now. She's got the cataracts and arthritis. It's hard for her to get up, move around, and
Yeah, Ratchet's gonna
yeah.
be 11 in November because when they told me how old he was and I did the math, I was like, oh, okay, so he was born in November of what do you call of 2013 and everything. So yeah, um, I've had him since then. Really cool dog. Like I said, he's 50-50. He either likes you or doesn't like you. And
I
everything.
love it. Charlie loves everybody. She don't like big crowds. When a lot of people come over, she comes to the bed. She'll come out for like a second and just like poke around and see everybody, and then she'll go right back. When Rossi's friends are over here, she's usually back there in the bedroom. She don't she's not loud. She's just laid back, man. She really is. When she plays, she likes to play hard. Like she don't,
Uh-huh.
even though she's gentle, she don't know her strength, and she's still, pretty rough sometimes. But she don't play very much anymore, like she used to, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
mine's the same way. He's
but yeah,
getting older and he's mellowed out now compared to when I first got him. Oh my god, he was high energy. I always had to do something.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And I love dogs. It's
Yeah, same
yeah.
here.
So obviously, you guys know I had to put Cruz down. It's been several months, but Rossi, dude, he come up to me, and so I come home. He's got this cardboard box that says "Need money for new dog. Any donation is much appreciated." It's my 11-year-old, right? I look
Right.
at the sign. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "All I want for my birthday is a new dog." That's all he said. I just want a new dog for my birthday. So yeah, we'll probably end up getting another dog. But again, it's going to be one of those. We don't pay for dogs. I like to adopt dogs.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because there's too many animals out there that need a home.
Yeah,
There's no sense in paying $3,000 or $4,000 for a dog, people.
right.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would never do that. There's no fucking way. Dude, you can buy a Garama or a Z125 for that. Think about that, right?
Right.
When you go down to your kennel, yeah, you pay like whatever, $100 out of pocket, 150 for the registration on that bullshit,
Hmm.
what shots, whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, we got a lot to think about. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I definitely want another one for sure. And I'm a big dog person. I like big dogs, bigger dogs. Um, I love little dogs too. Don't get me wrong. That is not what I'm saying, right? Again, if I go, we go, and a little dog, wants to picks us out, wants to come home. Of course, the little dog's gonna come home. I mean, that is what it is. But I like bigger dogs too, right? Somewhere when they bark, people are like, "Oh shit, I don't know if I want to go in there." You know what I mean? Oh, you do. He's just a big wussy. Come on in. Yeah. Um, Plus, nothing like getting big dog hugs.
Oh yeah. Actually, back in 2021, I ended up getting a Belgian Malinois for my mom and dad in Hawaii. He was a rescue. He was at the local kennel here, so I rescued him from there. He was actually, it's pretty sad. He was a what do they call those? Surrender dog. And I was like, well, how did someone surrender a dog like this? And he was very playful. A lot of you had to understand that breed. I got a good friend that lives in Arizona. She's got a Belgian Malinois. After talking to her, and she told me about the breed a lot. Um, so I understood the breed and what his needs were. So the cool thing about the kennel here is like you get to meet the dog and see if the dog was a good fit with you. So I got to spend some time with him, and I was like, yeah, I think this would be a pretty good dog. So I took him. So he stayed with me for about 8 months. Trained him. Actually brought him to obedience school, and actually trained him also on the side. Then I flew him to Hawaii to have him stay with my parents because my parents have a two-story house, and plus they have like a farm. He goes to the farm on the weekend. Oh my God, he's always chasing the chickens. He doesn't kill them or anything like that. He'll chase them and catch them with his mouth and release them. And I don't know what. I didn't train him to like release them. I thought he was gonna kill one of them one day. And he just catches them, puts them in his mouth, and then just lets them go and everything. I was like, okay, I didn't kill anything. It was good.
I love it. I love it. Dogs are, man, they're the best. They have their own personalities and their
Yeah,
own, man, they're just, yeah, dude. And they're again, they show you what all true unconditional love is, right? It's, dogs are simply amazing, man. I think this world would be a better place if every human being had a dog,
right.
for sure. Yeah, man. Dude, good stuff, dude. I've been loving this chat, Billy. This has been great, bro. I always love sitting down talking all things motorcycles with you, man. It's actually over an hour onto this, man. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, dude, it's been an hour and almost 10 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna bring this to a close here soon because I gotta get ready. I gotta go to my mom's house. She's making some homemade tzatziki, which is anybody who loves Greek food knows exactly what tzatziki is. It's the cucumber and garlic and
Oh
yogurt,
okay.
right? Sauce, and you make it with naan bread, and you
Mhm.
grill chicken and stuff like that. And you can either make a wrap it up in it or just eat it. Dude, it's so good. I love it. Do fresh lemon and all. Can't wait. I'm hungry, so I can't wait to go over there and hang out with mom and dad for a little while. Yeah, and then I'm gonna come home because my wife and my son are in Richmond for Kellen's birthday party. Our cousins, her brother's kids. I skipped out this time. I stayed here with all the podcasts I already had planned and pre-scheduled for this weekend, and the events that unfolded with my wrist. I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to the bounce house. I'm not. Nah, I ain't doing any of that. So
Someone accidentally, what do you call it?
bumps into my arm. I'm gonna be,
I've had that before where I actually went
bro.
to go visit some cousins, and it was a birthday party for one of my cousins' kids, and my knee was all banged up from a crash, and I had like one of my cousins' kid just raised up to it, and I was like, I was in pain, and the kid's looking at you and like, oh my god, I
I'm
you know
sorry.
yeah, I was like, this grown man is crying. I don't know what I did, but he's crying.
I love it, man. You know what, Billy? Me and you should obviously I'm gonna have you back on the podcast more, but me and you should we should do like kind of like little in between race reviews for Moto America. Plus, you'll be working for CJ too, right? We can get
Right.
CJ on here, and basically what I'm trying to say is I'd love to follow your guys' season in 2025. So we can do like a little 30-minute setup before the race weekend. Then after the race weekend, you guys come back on. We could talk about that and what happened, and
Yeah, yeah,
you
definitely.
know all that good stuff. It'd be good. It'd be good for us to sit down and spend more time together,
Yeah, for
and it
sure.
also be good to help promote CJ and again his
Mhm.
all his the legacy track days and all that good stuff too as well. Um,
Right.
yeah, let's do it, man. Talk to CJ. I mean, I can.
Yeah,
You know what?
definitely.
I'm sure CJ. I'll tell you right now. He'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." I already
Yeah, I
know he
know.
would. Yeah. So let's do. We should set up a 3-way call where all three of us sit
Right.
down and talk
Hey,
about it.
it's funny when we're at Mid Ohio. I don't know if um, CJ told you, but he did set out a challenge out there to Max Flanders. That karaoke challenge and everything. And that's what I wanted to see. I was like, oh God, I hope it doesn't. When I went to Coda, I ran into Max, and I was wondering if he was gonna bring that up. I was like, I never got to do that karaoke challenge and everything. So I don't know if some of my friends from Hawaii is listening because they're going, they said it correctly. It's karaoke, not karaoke.
Karaoke. So listen, dude, that's hilarious because I will see my boy Max in
Uh-huh.
Jersey next weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna ask him like, bro, I heard you had a karaoke challenge with CJ, bro. What's going on? When's this gonna
Yeah.
happen, dude? We can make this happen. Let's do it
Daytona.
live on the podcast, man. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, the next one after that is Daytona. You know,
It
It
is.
could,
Yeah, you're
it,
right. That's next
it
one's
could,
after Daytona.
yeah, it could happen at Daytona.
That'd be awesome. Freaking amazing. Yeah, dude, we'll do that. Then we'll
Yeah.
live broadcast on the podcast when they throw it down on the karaoke machine. It'd be fucking hilarious, dude. I love it. Oh, good stuff, man.
Oh man,
Well, listen, Billy, man, this has been an absolute lot of fun, man. Looking forward to our next chat.
definitely.
We'll definitely text CJ. And I would love to do one this year with the both y'all, so we can get
Mhm.
him on there and y'all can talk about y'all's, of course, plans and which we already did some, but having him on here, he'll bring a different um his side into it too, right?
Right. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, let's do that. Let's plan on that for the end of the year. Because
Mhm.
I'm filling in for December now. So we will we'll set up a group chat and get CJ in on it, and so we could talk about it and go ahead, plan it out, and put it on the calendar so I don't fill it up.
Mhm.
And we'll do one in December talking about 2024 and 2024
2025.
2025. Yes, starting at Daytona and all that, and then you and CJ can go through it, and then CJ can actually tell people what it actually takes to set up a Daytona bike versus your normal Moto America race bike, all that good shit that goes,
Right.
yes, dude, that's a great idea, let's do that. So when we get off here, I got one more chat. No, it is not live. With a buddy of mine. I'm gonna go. So we got a little stuff we're actually going to talk about. Then I'm going to freaking go to my parents' house and eat some dinner, come home and yeah, take a shower, take some medicine. And I've
Yeah.
been watching, I started the new, well, it's not new, but I've kept hearing about Foundation. The Foundation, I think is what it's called on Apple TV. It's the first 2 episodes were freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm going to relax and watch me an episode or two of that and call it a night and go to bed and get up and watch the freaking MotoGP
Oh,
races. Let's go. And World Superbike, baby. Yeah. So big shout out to my man Luke Power out there in World Super Spite. World Super Spite. World Super Sport. I'm a freaking retard sometimes. Let's go, Luke. We're freaking proper mega cheering for you, mate, like we always do. So yeah, he's been doing really good. He's on the MV Augusta. If you guys don't know, which I'm sure most of you guys do already. Um, yeah, so amazing. Can't wait. Can't freaking wait, right? Top Rack's hurt. He'll be back the next round. Johnny Ray's hurt, so he's out. Oh, real quick. Bradley Ray's going back to BSB with OMG racing on the Yamaha next year in BSB. And Ryan Vickers went out there and signed with Ducati for World Superbike from BSB. So freaking congratulations, mate. Let's freaking go. You already know I'm going to be cheering for you. So real quick, man, I met Vickers, right? Obviously last year when I went to BSB. And I got these Oakley sunglasses. I have to find them and show them. And I'm walking over there. He was standing there scrutineering. And I was like, fuck, there goes Ryan Vickers, man. I got to go get a picture. And I walk up to him, man, and he's got the same exact sunglasses that I have on my face. And he says, hey, mate, nice sunglasses. I was like, dude, bro, you must have good taste, right? Because I bought these before I come out here to see you guys in BSB. And that's how our meeting went. And then I got an honor to actually be on the pit, do a pit walk before the Superbike race. And yeah, you guys seen the videos. I had another conversation with them, but I'm super excited to see him in World Superbike because he's a fucking fast guy. But these are the actual sunglasses right here, dude. So yeah, he still wears them too. You see him, and I love these sunglasses. They're absolutely awesome. But they're not as comfortable as my Flying Eyes optics that I talk about all the time, which were one of my sponsors. Okay, yes, that's not what I'm saying. My story was we had the same sunglasses and it was pretty cool, and we laughed about it. We laughed about it on the grid too because that's the first thing I said when I walked up to him. He had his sunglasses. I had him on. I said, "Hey, mate, nice sunglasses." And he looked at me and he smiled. He's like, "Yeah, man." And get big old fist pump. Yeah, dude, absolutely legend weekend, dude. Billy was my favorite race weekend I've ever been to or been a part of. I will cherish that weekend for the rest of my life, hands down. It's I've been in a lot of MotoGP races, 05 Laguna Seca when I first met Rossi, all that. But going there and being in a different country and actually going to a race, which is my favorite racetrack in the world, and seeing BSB, which is my favorite series I talk about all the time. It was yeah, fucking amazing, bro. Absolutely, man. Yeah. And we need to go, me and you need to go out there to BSB and we need to go do the TT. I really want to do the TT. It's on my bucket list. So yeah, let's freaking go, man. We need to go to the TT, Billy. We really do. And think about Jersey, man. I hope to see you there, bro. Think about Jersey, Billy. Let's go. Billy, it's the last race. Let's go, Billy. But anyway, listen, thank every single one of you guys that watch this podcast. Like and subscribe to my channels. If you have not, please go do so. It helps me out a lot. All of them, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. Big shout out to Next Level Financials, one of my sponsors, Bison, of course, bisontrack.com. Get your full custom suit started. Simply amazing people. Chef Eats, you hear me talk about Chef Eats all the time. Amazing food, has all kinds of meals you could choose from, whatever type of diet you're on. He's got them. He provides them. If you got a sweet tooth, he's got all that good stuff too. Simply amazing family. Jeff is, dude, I love Jeff to death. He's just proper mega, like I say all the time, right? So you guys need to go to chefeast.com, start that order, and big shout out to Flying Eyes Optics. I just got done saying it. You can go to flyingeyesoptics.com, use the discount code PINTOGAS10, get 10% off all your purchases, and they have them in prescriptions too. I freaking love them. I show them off. I have them at the races. So Billy, this is another reason why you need to come to the races so you can rock the Flying Eyes Optics around for the weekend, and you can fall in love with them too, right? Because everybody that tries them on freaking tries to steal them from me.
Wow.
I need to put an Apple tag on them bitches, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, big shout out to RD Racing, my mates out there in the UK, all my mates out there in the UK. Jake Marsh, Vet 2 Track, all my vets go out there to Vet 2 Track. Yeah, help curing PSTD one lap at a time. Jim Whitman, awesome, proper mega program. Man, I'd love to see every single one of you guys sign up for that. SFL Mini GP. I talk about it all the time. Simply the best program we have here in America. Moto America needs to be on board and start supporting them too, and they need to come together. 64-degree racing. My man Tate sent me a two-piece custom undersuit, hands down my favorite two-piece undersuit I've ever had or ever put on my body. Is simply amazing. Anybody interested in getting an undersuit, go to 64-degree racing. You tell Tate, Pin the Gas sent you, or Simcoe. There you go. You can thank me later. And last but not least, the Clothing Kings. My good mate out there in the UK, you guys can go to clothingking.co.uk and get all your Pin the Gas podcast merch from everything. Soft shell jackets, beanie hats, vest, the whole nine. You guys listen. Anyway, enjoy the rest of you guys' weekend. Thank you so much. I love every single one of you. And yeah, Billy, is there anything you want to say before we get off here?
I think that was it, man. All those sponsors, especially with Bison. I just want to say, hats off to Bison, helping me out at Coda for some shade and good conversations with some of your new, especially with the new gloves that are coming out, the Thor 4.
I got some.
Yeah, I heard that you got yours coming and everything. Awesome.
I can't wait, dude. Custom made. They got my colors. Of course, you know, I rocks the pinks and the purples and the blues. Shit, you see it all the time. It's yeah, I can't wait. I actually I got a set of the Thor 1 gloves too, full custom, and they're freaking amazing, right? So
yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, so I can't wait to to get my fours in. They should be arriving soon. I know that I actually got to see them and try them on in person, actually at Mid Ohio. So yeah, freaking amazing, bro. Absolutely. What else you got to say, Billy? Oh, real quick before I get off here, big shout out to again Matt Chapman, dude, on the 2024 Junior Cup champion. Let's freaking go. Absolute legend. So yeah, sorry, Billy. You go ahead.
No, riding on that, his dad, Phil.
Yep.
Thanks for helping me out with my pit bike rear tire. He ended up putting an inner tube in that tire because I ran over a thorn with my pit bike, and he goes, "Yeah, bring it over to M4, and then I'll help you put it on." He threw it on there for me and aired it up, and I, slapped it back on the bike. Freaking, hats off to him and everything for helping me out at Coda with my pit bike, and I think that's it. That's all I got.
Perfect, right? Yes. Thank you guys so much again. And yeah, big shout out to Phil. He's absolutely another amazing human being. Him and Matt and his mom. Go ahead.
Oh, I gotta show you my
the gill. I love it, dude.
Most guys have the gill that has the number 1, but this is one of those that have a 31, his old race number and everything. And that's the one thing that I see memories of him because he and I spent a lot of time on the road, and I got to see him when he first started racing back at CCS out west in the early days before he went to even before Motor America, when he went to AMA and then Motor America and everything. And I love wearing all his Gilly stuff, and man, that's the thing. I have a lot of things around here that reminds me of Dustin.
I try. It's my best heart I can do, but there it is. Absolutely. Yeah, it's I met him. I was fortunate enough and honored in my lifetime, in this short lifetime that we lived, to actually meet the Gilly man personally and actually got to spend some time with him. It's yeah, an amazing human being. Absolutely missed. And,
surely missed.
Yeah, for sure. 110%, man. No bullshit. So yeah, and yeah, real quick, big shout out to my man Alessandro DeMario for the Twins Cup champion too, man. Absolutely killed it, bro. So yeah, can't wait to see you in Jersey. And yeah, man, it's season's coming to end in Moto America. Last
Right.
race this weekend. I will be there. So if you guys are coming and girls, make sure you see me through the paddock, stop, say hi. And yeah, I'd love to see every single one of you there and meet everybody. So let's make it happen. Yeah, can't wait, man. We got one more to do later on, and yeah, I'm gonna relax the rest of the weekend, man. It's been a busy week, bro, for sure. Absolutely has been. But anyway, I love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, you'll be seeing me soon, and you'll be seeing Billy soon too, as well. So until next time, all right, Billy, bro, I had a lot of fun.